Now, Elvis, no início da música, olha o que ele faz. Ele faz assim. Two. Ele faz assim. A little one for the money, two for the show, three. A aula de hoje é para aprender como fazer um pouco de improviso. Olá, Brasil! Olhar o mundo. Aqui, lá no Boveda, Rádio. Now, Elvis, no início da música, olha o que ele faz. Ele faz assim. Two. Ele faz assim. A little one for the money, two for the show, three. A aula de hoje é para aprender como fazer um pouco de improviso. Olá, Brasil! Olhar o mundo. Aqui, lá no Boveda, Rádio Terra. Boa tarde, todo mundo. Boa tarde, Brasil. Vocês têm outros acordes. Ok, eu vou falar e vocês podem pegar esses outros. Você pode fazer Fá. E você pode fazer um Dó e Lá menor. Pode fazer Fá, Dó, Lá menor. Dó, que é Fá, Dó. Stand by me, stand by me, stand by me, stand by me, stand by me. Vamos fazer isso. Stand by me, stand by me, stand by me. Vou tentar. Two. Ele faz assim. A little one for the money, two for the show, three to get ready now. Cool cat go, I said, don't you have? Step on my blue suede shoe. You can do anything but stay hard for them blue suede shoes. Again, they fight. Well, you can knock me down, you can sit on my face, slandering my name all over the place. Do anything that you wanna do. Where's my... Eu vou parar. Agora vamos ter certeza que você sabe. Agora a primeira coisa que você aprendeu foi essa. Mas eu tô dando outra parte de brinde. Ok? Onde você vai pegar nessa primeira casa e você vai tocar um número. Olha como é esse número. Você faz 1, 2, 3, 4. Ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Começa na 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Eu tô no 8. Hey everybody, So here we are. We're going to do a little bit of blues in the style of just about anybody that you like. But we're going to use the song Blue Suede Shoes for an example. Elvis sang it. John Lennon sang it. Bonate who is that's who's bringing you these music lessons on Project Ayo Terra. So we sang it. So anyway, and we're going to continue with the musical language, you know, talking about the numbers, and we're going to get into how to just, you know, use that cage system that we've been talking about, and how to, and also now we're going to get in the pentatonic scale a little bit more. I'm going to show you a little bit more about that. So let's just, so we're just going to go through this. I think I'll use a guitar pick for this little exercise. So remember, get a beat from Google. Just go, I want a metronome beat. Start off with like 100, and if that's too fast, go slower or faster. But it's really good to have a beat, because that's what gets you going, swinging. So we're just going to do a little thing. We got this, our E sound, right? The caged E, remember? If you forgot, that's the cage system. And that chord we're using a lot to get all over the neck, we're going to use them all together. That cage, caged, the E formation. What's that look like? Let's see. Oh, I did find it. I put that there, so there it is, a little bigger. So in that little, where on the third string, that's your third. Okay, so what we're going to do, we got this. So we're kind of using this little movement. Okay, and then we got a note. So then we got all the notes of the G scale. Now, why we have the G scale? Well, because I wanted to fit one on there big, and because in E, the E works really well with the E minor pentatonic, and we're going to talk about that. Penta, 5. It's all numbers, right? The scale's got 8. And so what happens is that there's that relative minor. We've been talking about that, but let's just keep talking about the numbers. We're just learning the language. So what happens is we go up the scale. We talk about our sandwich, the sandwich of the major minor sandwich. Here's my hand. There it is. So we have major, minor, minor, major. Okay, that's the sandwich. We got the 2 minors in the middle of the sandwich. 1, 2, 3, 4. Major, minor, minor, major. Then we put another sandwich on top. Same thing, major, minor, minor, major. So we have those little 2 minors on the top. So when we go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Let's look at the sandwiches again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Major, minor, minor, major. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 4, 5 major, 6 minor. So watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the relative minor, it's this thing. It's like the same. It's almost the same as the major. For example, here, or here's, let's see. Okay. Here's a C. Okay, C chord. Or here's the C chord here. Go down the C's, 8, 7, 6. Now watch what happens. I keep the C. I'm just changing the bass note, because the relative minor is like almost like starts on the, and look how similar it is. Here's it again. I'll move it down. This is the basics. Here's a C chord, and here's a C in the bass. So anyway, so just remember, you count up to 6, you got the relative minor. So in G, the relative minor is E minor. And so E minor works really good with the G scale. And so those are all the notes of the G scale right there for us. They're all there. And so check this out. Okay, so, but back to the Z form. Here it is. Whoops. So there's the E. And so what we're going to do, we're going to play, there's like a little rock and roll line. Chord, look at that. And then it does a 6 to 1. 1, 3, 5, 6, 1, 3, 5, 6. So it's like 1, 3, 5, 6, and then instead of the low one, it could be like 1, 3, 5, 6. But we go all the way up to the 8, and then do the 3, 5, 6, and then now we're going to do this really laid back thing. I think I'm going to make it slower. Oh, well, it's fine. I'm going to make it slower for you. So I'm going to give you a slower beat. So you go on there. If that was 100, let's look for one about 80. So we're going to go. Now we're going to do the same. So you just take the E chord and you deaden it with this hand. Okay? And so all we're going to hit the notes. So 3, 5, 6, 1, 3, 5, 6. Remember? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? We're hammering on this cage system. So let me show you the cage system again. There it is. That's that A. Look at it. I just went, because I'm on the E. Caged. I just lay my hand down and grab those 3. You know, and what makes it sound kind of cool, we talked about minors and stuff. So you got this. So here's our E. And so it's really good, you know, this is just taking our time, but a chord is made out of the notes of a scale. If it's an E chord, it's made out of the E scale. Okay, so you take the first note of the scale, then you skip the second, and you put the third one on top. So here's an E. There it is on the fourth string, second fret. And then we go 1, 2. We don't want 2, but we do 1, 3. So there it is. That's E major. And you can take, and in blues, we're always playing with the major and minor. Mama, I'm dependent on you. So, I mean, like in that song by the Papa Was and Rolling Stones, he goes, Mama, I'm dependent on you, you. So he takes that third. So he said, see, for Mama, I'm dependent. Mama, I'm dependent on you. He takes that flat third, because here's the third. You. And just, that's the whole thing with blues. You know, you're teasing the third. Almost going to the third. So anyway, so when you do this chord, you're going to slam on this cade. So you let your little third finger kind of get there first. So you go. Okay? So let's just try this little thing here with the, you go into the cage system. So there's that A. So we're on the E, and you just kind of. I even got my thumb involved in this. Now, if you're just starting out playing and you want to just work on this Elvis kind of style song, that's also, you can do that. And by the way, if you just showed up, you can get into the, you can sign up for the course. You can register for free. Just go to the description, just put your first name and your email, and we'll send you the link to where all the materials, all these figures and all the classes are, even from 2022. And there's all kinds of, you know, stuff. You can go back and review some things, but basically, you know, we show you how to do these songs. Just with one finger. Two fingers. Two strings. Well, I won't for the money, two for the show. Three to get ready now. Go, can't go, I said, don't you step on my blue suede shoe. What you can do is, whoop. Now we got the A. Whoop. A, and then B. So here's A. So what I'm going to do is, for anybody that's just starting out and you want to play along and get your hands going, you can play this like this. I'll put it down there. So it's like. What do you want for the money? I'll make it bigger too. And I better give a longer beat. So here we go. So how am I going to do this? Okay, first First, I'm going to show you a bigger picture of me, and then I'm going to start doing the thing. So here it goes with the two fingers, and I'm going to record it so you can practice to it. Okay, there it is. Now we're going to go. Now on this. So let me show you this part. So because we did the thing, 1, 2, 1, 3, 5, 6, 1, 3, 5. And we're going to do the same thing on this. Okay, on this cage. A, 1, 3, 5, 6, 1, 3, 5, 6. Back to 5. 1, 3, 5, 6, 8, 3, 5, 6. Lots of options. You can just do the B. You can go. You can do a B chord, and then so you can now for the B chord. You just take the A. You can do the thing I showed everybody just now. Or you can play, B7. Or you can do our caged E up here. Remember? E, the E form is here. You take this E because this is a blues, and blues are always 1, 4, 5. That's the basic blues. So if you got an E is 1, and the one. Let's see what a 4 is going to be. 3, 4. That's an A. Another half step up, 5. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So our 4 is A, and our 5 is B. So we play this E form up at this B note. And we play the A form here, so you can go. And you can play this cage thing and put a little 7th on there if you want to. Okay? So there's the chords. And so now we're going to get back. So when we have. To the beginning, so let's do the whole thing. Here we go. Stay up for them blue suede. I see blue. Whoops. Where'd it go? I said blue. Blue suede shoes on. I said blue. Blue suede shoes. Well, Okay, so we got this here recorded for you guys, but now I'm going to put the beat back on so we can practice a little better. Okay, so we're going to put the beat back in. All right? So that's there for the guys that want to play it like this, okay? Now, I'm going to just put a beat in here. Okay. You really, it's kind of like very lazy. You can go on that third. I said blue, blue suede shoes, blue suede shoes, You can do anything to stay off them blue suede shoes. You can knock me down. That's a real nice thing. So bye. Okay. Well, you can knock me down, spit on my face, and my name all over the place. Do anything that you want to do, but I'm going up to the floor. Get off for them shoes, I said, don't you step on my blue suede shoe. Well, you can do anything but stay off for them blue suede shoes. Okay, we got that. Now we got this just to kind of have some more fun with it. So you got that recorded. We got this G thing. This is the G pentatonic scale. This is the E minor pentatonic scale or the G major pentatonic scale because we got G major, E minor. So in the E minor, it's kind of cool. The G in this because it's got this note, the second on the E string. So let me see if I can get something in this with you. Let's see. See if I can, what will this let me do? Scale. See that? I'm just playing this. There's my E. top G. So this B. So I'll do a little lick off these notes, the pentatonic scale. So here we go. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. So anyway, one. There's that E right there on the third string. I mean on the fourth string. See it? You got a G note that the red note is a G. And it actually, yeah, it is. So that's a G. But what you have is on the fourth string, so you have on the second fret, you have your E. So you go 1, G is the second note of the pentatonic. 1, 2, 1. So 1, 2. And then you get an A. 4, that's the third note of the pentatonic. And then open, second string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you go up to A. In Stairway to Heaven, it was going. So he started off. So he took that. The third note of the pentatonic. 1, 2, 3. I'm in A now. He bent it up to the next one, which is the fourth note. And he goes with the first note of the pentatonic. Fifth note of the eighth, or the eighth. 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2. And then he played an F because it changed the chord. It jumped out of the scale. So he went. So I'm doing now here. So you're here. I'm just gonna go. Duh. You can just slide up 1, 2, 3, 4. Because you have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3. The fourth note of the pentatonic, which is actually a B. Instead of da. So I'm just going to go. So you can just look what you can do. So here we go. Let's play this thing. He goes. Okay, so they go. All this is one. I'm now in an A. You can just move the whole thing up to A. I don't know if you hit two notes. It just goes up to the second note of the pentatonic. You got the 5 and 1. And he bends it. Remember I talked about the third? He bends it a little bit up to that third. Third note of the A scale. Because a 1, 2, 3. But then the pentatonic, the second note is a minor third. 1, 5, 4, and then you go from the third note of the pentatonic, or the fifth note. So that's kind of what we're working on. And the cool thing about this, if you sign up, if you find out about this thing, because nobody's here, and eventually it's going to take off, but we'll figure out a way to still answer your questions. But for now, you pretty much can come here and ask me anything. Kind of cool, huh? So, you say, oh man, what's that lick in? And what's that lick? What's that lick in? What's that? 2, 3. So that's the pentatonic, right? We're learning. And you land right on the caged E, right there. Then you land and the caged D. The D. And then, Okay, so anyway, it's just all the language. So we're learning the language, and so the thing about this is, the key to learning is practice a lot. However, if you kind of know how to communicate this whole language to yourself and your mind, it just in so many ways. I heard this lick from the Temptations, like Papa was a Rolling Stone, and there was this lick in there. It's like, it was the 1st of November. See. It was the 1st. It was the 1st of November. I will remember that was. It was the 1st of November. That day I always remember, 'cause that was the day that my daddy died. The day I always remember that my daddy died was the 1st of November. Okay. So see, I always mess that up. Because that was the day. I wanted to remember that line. Because that was the day. And it's like, oh man, why am I forgetting that? So I said, well, it sounds like a pentatonic. So. And so we're in E. So, 'cause that was the day. 1 1, 2, 4. 'Cause that was the day. And then it's not in that key, so wow, how do I sing that? And it was the 1st of December, the day I always remember. Oh, 'cause that was the day, 'cause that was the day. So pentatonic, I'm in A. So it's the first note, second on the pentatonic, third note, back to the third. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. 'Cause that was the day that my daddy died. So I can remember that because I kind of like, oh man, it's the pentatonic, and then I can take it up to C minor. 'Cause that was the day that my daddy died. I don't think it's that high. 'Cause that was the day that my daddy died. So it's all the whole language. So you learn a lot faster. You remember stuff if you kind of organize it in these notes and these numbers. 'Cause that was, and then you can go around and you can turn on your metronome and just practice that. C, F. Okay, so we'll talk about that. Those are cycle of fifths. Okay, so see you next time. Sign up if you find me. And me, this is me. Here I am, Lon Beauvais, Project Rádio Terra, which is brought to you by our band, Banda Terráquea. So check us out more and have a great time, and we'll see you the next time. I'll be here next Tuesday. Later. Now, Elvis, no início da música, olha o que ele faz. Ele faz assim. 2. Ele faz. A little one for the money, 2 for the show, 3. A aula de hoje é para aprender como fazer um pouco de improviso.
Olá, Brasil! Olá, o mundo! Aqui, Lon Beauvais, Rádio Terra.
Boa tarde, todo mundo. Boa tarde, Brasil. Vocês têm outros acordes.